Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Sticks it in his belly. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking for space, it's Bryant. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. After run, now throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. On the option, he'll pull it on the read. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. The punter gonna get his first work of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Chapman. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
That's caught. It's Nixon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Shoots it to the left. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Cuse. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Toss sweep to the right. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And now this offense will take the field again. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple.
Just keeps moving. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's so many guys in position, play after play, to get this guy on the ground. But Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Now on the option.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ross Simmons. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. On the move, it's Chapman. Got the 1st down and more. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking downfield on first down. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds and a half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. Field goal is good. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's a really positive end to the first half. Driving down the field, putting that drive together, using all the clock, and most importantly, getting the 3 and tying this football game up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Fenway Bowl.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Finds his man. It's Ross Simmons. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. He wants to throw it again. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying the run. It's Willis. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Orange. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't find much running room on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Slithers into space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chapman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Chapman. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Navy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Number 17, set to kick off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Got a man in the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Willis. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
Syracuse.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Goes to the option. The pitch. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll send the back in motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Quick toss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking for room, it's Willis. Creates a little space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cook. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Navy, 17.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. And here comes the Navy offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On the option. Running to Green. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Turning it on! Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The snap sets up the throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen! Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Navy, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Makes the quick grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right down the middle. Got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Going to try to get it himself. Hard running there. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Syracuse, 27-20.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.